Hi everyone, thank you for being there. Most of the crowd is actually my colleagues, so nothing will be very new for them. Good. Perfect. So we'll talk about the regulatory sandbox, which is called Sandke in Luxembourgish. Oops. The point. Well, we'll start straight away with the definition. Just to start, everybody talks about AI nowadays. For the last 2 years, a lot of events were talking about that. We also, even in this event, I think that 60% of all the talks that were performed today were dealing with AI. And the situation we are facing today, we talk about data protection, as the CNPD is standing as the data protection authority for Luxembourg, and the fact that AI and data processing is a fact and not the hype. We are all talking with AI. So to support all the businesses and organizations within the new challenges dealing with data protection, with embedding new technology in their environment and also developing new technology, we launched a program called Sandke. Sandke is the Luxembourgish word standing for sandbox. I don't know, I think there are not many Luxembourgish people in the crowd, so just consider it like the framework around this program. So the regulatory sandbox, the Sandke, we propose to the Luxembourgish actors aim to provide a dedicated space to test and assess the legal implication of new technologies and the personal data use. Indeed, there are new data processing involving those new technologies, and the point is to support companies in their effort in order to be compliant with what we call the GDPR. So how we get into this regulatory sandbox? So any organization, it can be public, private, research, startup, registered in Luxembourg, no matter what size they are, what is their sector of activity or their status, they are eligible to participate to our regulatory sandbox. On the second hand, we talk about innovation. The innovation involves the usage of new technologies, such as artificial intelligence and new technologies that may provide some benefits for the individuals. It can involve some consumer products that you can have on your private life, usage on your day-to-day basis, or support the company in its digital transformation and also support within the ecological transition. There is an issue with the slides, but we can see the mechanism of the regulatory sandbox. It has been designed to be processed during 3 phases. The first phase is, as you can see, some people working together. It's going to take place like workshops where we will share knowledge together, us on data protection, on the legal aspect of the regulations, and you on the technological aspect and the hands-on expertise. So we'll work together during this phase 1 to assess the issues, to define the risk for individuals and the data subject as we talk about the GDPR, and define the mitigation plan and the roadmap. As you can see in the phase 2, you can see 3-stream road, a race, and the point is to implement this mitigation plan. So we'll define also some KPIs to measure the results and to make sure that we can achieve the outcome that has been defined in the first phase. And finally, we reach the phase 3, what we call the return to the ecosystem, where we will do a gap analysis with the results and the outcome we reach during the phase 2 and the objective we've set in phase 1. Did we actually mitigate all the risks that we did identify? And then we do the result assessment, administrative reporting, and then exit and probably launch a new product involving data processing into the market or into the service. Up. I've got really some issue with the slides. It's like complicated. No. The point. So there is an issue with the slides, so I will just play it with talent to explain what's behind this sandbox. So this framework has been designed in a way to share knowledge together and also promote and support organizations in their innovation project. As we all heard about that, over-regulating might inhibit and stop innovation aspect. I disagree, but probably because I'm a legal advisor and I'm more making a living out of regulation, but there is what we tend to promote for companies. It's a framework with collaboration dealing with 5 principles. The first principles will be the collaboration. We will actually work together for a certain period of time that can go from 9 to 18 months. And during this period, we will follow up and share the same objective and the same challenge together. After the collaboration, we'll work also through experiments. We will have to deal with situations that we don't know, from new data processing, new technologies that needs to be addressed. Then we call that iteration basis. So that's referring to the agility method of project management. And the point is to work through iterations, build an increment, and we either adopt or adapt what we already designed. And finally, it's focused oriented. It's focused on the results. The point is, what we'll try to do is to help you achieve the objective you set in regards innovation, the fair use of AI, and also the compliance with data protections. So I would say what advantages a company would have to participate to the regulatory sandbox and share their challenges regarding personal data, compliance to the GDPR with the Data Protection Authority. That's a point. So the main benefit is to have a safe space, a proper collaboration space where we'll be able to have open discussions and share some insight and to have a proper guidance that can be valuable for you, for your own organization, but probably also for other companies acting in the same sector of activity you can have. And then the compliance. The point is also to make sure that you are compliant with the law, because we are also there to support you in the innovation, but we also are the National Commission for Data Protection. And the thing is that we do work for and not on data protection, and our main focus is the respect of the fundamental rights of the data subject. And also, as you are all businesses that are going to share those information, your trade secret with us, that don't worry, we'll have some confidentiality clauses to settle that. The point is also that it will reduce the costs. There are some analyses that mention that if we do invest in compliance at the earliest stage of the project, it's still more efficient and more economic than reverse engineering to become compliant when the product is already live, put into the market, and have some different services. And finally, it's to move together toward a trusted innovation, human-centered innovation protecting the privacy of your employees, your own family, and so on. And then we'll see. Oh, that's not working. No. Oh, it's not okay. So, as you can see, we have a booth, the booth 30. And if you have some questions for all the initiatives we do have at the CNPD to get more details about this regulatory sandbox, and even the DAS that is there for the guidance and the awareness of anybody, it can be your employees, your families also, and all the data protection basics that are training that we do provide for free to any individual who would be interested in having some training. And the DAPRO Lab, now the session we do have for 2024 are focused on AI usage, and we can share insights, experience through open discussion with all the professionals of the AI ecosystem and data protection. So feel free, you can come and meet us to our booth, and thank you for your time.